What's good YouTube? This is your boy Rick from Tech with Rick. Let's get techie, guys. It's really late out here, 10 p.m. I just finished watching the Apple event, tired but still excited as hell to reveal to you guys what was revealed at the event. What did you actually see? What new did Apple bring out? For those guys who are busy, I'm gonna break it down real quick, so chill back, relax and enjoy the video. Apple said that 97% of their customers were very satisfied with their Apple Watch, so they decided to bump it up with the Apple Watch OS 2. In this, we're going to be seeing really some cool new phases of the Apple Watch, and a lot of new applications have been designed for the watch. For example, like their Facebook Messenger, where you can be basically sending or replying to Facebook messages by voice or even typing on the watch, or even something like Google iTranslate, where you can basically speak to the watch and get your words translated by voice, which is a really cool feature. I mean, imagine being stuck in a strange country and you don't know the language. All you gotta do is speak to the watch and you get it translated. Cool app. Well, one third app really caught my eye was the Airstrip. Now this app is something for the doctors, for those physicians out there, where basically you can interact with the patients in a very different format. The one simple way is basically you can send your ECGs to the doctor through the watch. The doctor can also have his whole patient's details of all the patients he's gonna be seeing, along with the diagnosis already inside the watch. So one really cool feature. It's basically revolutionizing the watch world, I can say so. iPad Air 3, sorry guys, for those of you guys who are waiting for the Air 3, Apple hasn't launched it yet, but Apple did launch its Apple Pro tablet, which is 12.9 inches compared to the 9.7 inches from iPad Air 2. It's a wombling, is that a real word? The iPad Pro is going to be a wombling 12.9 inches, don't know if that's a real word, but an A9X chip, which is bumped up from the last year's, which is A8. This one is much more faster. It's going to give you 10 hours of battery life, and one thing that is great about it is since it's so big, Apple also is going to be coming out with its smart keyboard, which you can be attaching it with the smart cover, so you can be using like an Ultrabook. Of course, that's exactly how big it is. Along with this, it also is going to be coming out with its Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil is the name to the stylus that Apple came out with. It of course is it's a stylus, but it's much more better in a lot of ways. It can now sense the angle at which you're drawing, also with the amount of touch of pressure that you're putting, and it'll be giving you different pencil marks depending on whether you're sketching or depending on whether you're writing down something. So the more harder you press on it, the darker the picture gets, so to give you a proper feel that you're actually using a pencil. I haven't reviewed it yet, but it looks really cool. That also was released with the iPad Pro. Of course, they're gonna be sold separately. Apple also showed where exactly the Apple Pencil can be used, starting from the business place or business point of view, where you can drag stuff and put it into a different document, all the way to the medical field, where in an application you can basically show the patient where exactly he has got an injury in 3D quality, so which is a great feature. It's going to bring studying to a different level, and even showing how patients and doctors are going to be interacting, making it very much more different. Something really great to look forward to. In terms of pricing, the iPad Pro is going to be costing, the 32GB is going to be costing $749, the 128GB is going to be costing $979, and the 128GB with Wi-Fi is going to be costing around $1,479. The Apple Pencil is going to be costing $99, and the smart keyboard is going to be costing $169. Apple also showed the Apple iPad Mini 4, which was also launched. It's basically same features as much as Apple iPad Air 2, but a mini version, so it doesn't have much of a different functionality, but think about it as an Apple Air 2 in a smaller version. That exactly was what iPad Mini 4, which was launched. So if people who don't want to buy Apple iPad Air 2 can always go for the mini, remember it's a smaller version, so you guys decide. Next thing that I was really excited to look for was the Apple TV. Starting off, the Apple TV had some really cool 3D screensavers of different parts of the city, where you can see the cars moving and it makes it look as we are looking through the windows. That was something really cool to see. Apple also showed us the new remote. It has a new touch surface, so it's much more interactive. It's going to be connected with Bluetooth, so that's a really cool feature. The remote will now have a gyrometer and a motion sensor, so basically you can play games just the way you using the remote as a sensor. And one great feature on the Apple TV that I really like, that it is now controlled by voice. So basically you can ask Siri about what you want to look for, and it basically changes the entire TV experience. You basically ask TV, for example, like what movie I want to watch with the kids, and Siri gives you whatever the results are. It looked so much promising, and it's definitely gonna revolutionize the TV industry. One thing that I really liked in the Apple event. The Apple TV is gonna be given a new operating system called the TV operating system, which is basically for living room. And since Apple has brought up new games into the Apple TV, now you can use your remote as one player, and the second player, if he has an iPhone or an iPad, can join you and play the game right inside your living room. Definitely, Apple has upped its game with its TV, and something that everyone has to look forward. So one thing straight up, most of the locations that Apple is going to be searching is from Netflix, Hulu, is mostly, and I think as far as I remember, only used in the US. So countries like Asia, Africa, China, they still don't have much of a feature for it. Hopefully Apple is going to build better application search, so most of these countries are going to be getting used. But definitely looks very promising, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to be performing. The Apple TV is also going to be having a 64-bit A8 chip. Now it's going to be having a HDMI Ethernet cable that can be easily connected to your TV as well, and also Bluetooth 4.0, so you don't really have to point your remote towards the TV since it's Bluetooth connected anyways. In terms of pricing, the Apple TV, which is going to be 32 GB, is going to be costing around $149, and 128 GB is going to be costing $199 respectively. Last but not the least, the iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus. Now at first I was a bit disappointed because there was not much of a change in hardware. It just has been given a new color, which is rose. The glass has been a bit more protective, and of course it has a new processor, the A9, which was in the iPad Pro. It didn't really seem at first that it has a lot of different changes, but then we saw the camera, which has been bumped up to 12 megapixel, still having a better image quality. So the front camera has also been bumped up to 5 megapixel, which is another great feature added by Apple. Also now you're going to be having 4K video in iPhones. I mean, it's not the first time that a phone has had a 4K video, but it's definitely new to the Apple industry, and which is really cool to see in the new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. Another feature that has been added is live photos. Now live photos is where the phone will actually capture a little bit of video while you're actually taking the photo, and while you're hard pressing your photos, the photos will actually become live and you can remember the moment where the photo was taken. A really new cool feature has been added and has never been seen in any other phone before. So kudos to you, Apple, for bringing out that feature. I'm really happy to see that in the new phone. So that's about it, guys. That was pretty much everything that happened at the Apple event in a short description. If you guys really liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button. And this is your boy Rick signing off. I'll see you guys with another video. Until then, guys, make sure you be techie.